Hello guys, this is Chandan Kumar from India, and this time I have come with another exciting tutorial for CG Tuts Plus readers. You must have watched in the preview about the agenda of today's tutorial. I'm gonna show you how to simulate grass and its dynamic reaction with a rigid body. I have used hair and fur in 3ds Max. It is certainly a great thing in 3ds Max, and the method I'm gonna tell you today could be very useful for you on several occasions. But since hair and fur takes a very long time to render if set to highest quality, so I would present this tutorial in a form of an example, and I'm sure you can use the same process and method in your bigger projects. So let's start and create a plane in the viewport. This will be used as the base of grass or a land piece. Let's increase its segments a bit. 10 will do. And then simply apply hair and fur modify onto it. And this is the first look of hair and fur. If you render the scene, you will find something like this. It's quite big, and we need to tweak some values according to our necessities. So these are the properties of hair and fur modifier. In general parameters, you find hair count, which is 15,000 by default. Hair segment is 5 by default. If you make it 1, the grass will look very straight. So it requires some segments. Density is just like population of grass. Scale defines the size and height of grass. Cut length cuts the grass from the top, and this is root thickness, top thickness, and so many things here. We will use some of them later. But for now, let's scale down the grass height a bit. And if you render the scene now, you will find short grass all over the field, and you can easily see the gaps here. So we can do one thing. We can increase the hair count, and then if you render the scene, you will find something like this. The gap is filled much better, but there is a lot more to do yet. So come here to multi-strand parameters, and here make the count 2, and split the tip a bit, something like this. You can easily see in the viewport what is going on. And now it's time to apply some lights here. So go to lights, standard lights, and pick a target spotlight and drag it in the viewport. Yes, and adjust the direction a bit, and in this light choose the shadow as advanced ray twist, and intensity is okay. Now to see how grass behaves in light, press F9 or Shift Q to render the scene, and you can see the shadow pass here. Shadow renders first, and then you get this. It looks pretty good to me. Right now the color of the base plane is blue, so make it green so that it could easily merge with the grass. Now come to material parameters and change the root color to something like this, and tip color to something like this. Okay. And now if you render the scene, it renders the shadow first, and now the grass, and finally it looks like this. It is looking a bit dark, so let's apply one more light to the scene. Just copy the same light, make its shadow off, and reduce its intensity to. And now if you render the scene, you get something like this, better than before. You can always play with the color values for different results. Let's change the tip color a bit towards yellow. Yes, and let's see how different result it gives. Yes, it looks nice. Now grass is ready, so let's come to dynamics part. It is set to none, so change it to live. As soon as you select live, you can see dynamic change in grass in the viewport. Make the gravity 0 and click on regrow here. Regrow turns the dynamics to none, so once again changes to live. It won't show any effect right now since gravity is 0 and we haven't added any external force here. So go to space warps and create a wind force in the viewport. Adjust the direction a bit. And now in the external forces, add the wind from the list. And once you add it, you can easily see how wind is affecting the grass in the scene. Grass has now become live. For better results, you can always play with the values of wind, like turbulence, frequency. You can play with the strength value too. Actually, you will have to see which settings give you best result. You can animate the wind too. Let me animate its flow direction a bit. Instead of this, you can animate the values like strength, frequency, turbulence values. As said, it all depends on you, what kind of result you want to see. And once it is done, click on regrow. Click on regrow here once again, and then choose again live option. And now you can see how grass behaves in wind. And now if you render the scene, you find the flow of grass because of wind in the scene. Now it's time to make a solid ball in the scene which will react with the grass. So make a sphere in the viewport. We will treat it as a ball. Adjust it a little bit. Scale down it a bit. Now let's animate the ball. Place the ball here first. Go to the first frame. Turn the auto key option on, and then go to 50 frames and bring the ball here. Yes, and then go to 100 frames and then bring the ball here. Adjust its position too. So this is the animation of the ball. It rolls over the grass field, but there is no reaction on the grass right now. No reaction between ball and grass. See, it is simply rolling over the field. So In this case, go to collisions, and here it is set to none. So select sphere, and you get some movement in the grass field. It's a default movement. Now click on add and select the sphere. Once you do it, again go to regrow here, click it, and once again change it to live. But in the grass field, you are seeing this thing. It happens automatically. It looks like some heavy object has crushed the grass here. So to amend this, select sphere once again, and then deselect use growth object option. And once you do it, go to regrow here option again, click on it, come to dynamics, select live once again, and now you won't have that problem anymore. And now if you play the animation, you can see the dynamic reaction between ball and grass. Only that part of grass field is affected where the ball is rolling over. Grass reacts when the ball touches it. We can do one thing. Let's increase the value of root thickness and tip thickness too, and make the hair count as 20,000. And now if you render the scene, you get something like this. Now the grass is pretty much bigger and thicker. It looks pretty good to me. You can do one thing, just increase the value of scale a bit so that it looks better. See the reaction once again. Render the scene once again, and finally it looks better and great. Now it's time to render the whole animation. So go to rendering, render setup, and let it be 640 and 480. It's enough. And choose the range from 0 to 100, and then click on file and go to in my desired folder. I save the file as grass simulation. It's simulation, and here I'll choose a TGA format and save. Okay, and now click on render. Now it will take some time to render because here and fur takes longer time to render. So I skip this part, and I come again when all the rendering is completed. Now let's move to After Effects. Here import the rendered files. Okay. And now bring this image sequence in timeline. And when you play the animation, you find something like this. See how the grass is reacting with the ball. So this is the thing, guys. You can use this technique in any of your projects. And I would suggest you to do some R&D with the options and parameters of hair and fur to achieve some great and fantastic results. So guys, I believe you have enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time. This is Chandan Kumar from India. Bye.